Phase-Smith Carax, I have been looking for you.
Artanis, praise the
Your nerve
gods.
cords, they must be removed.
It was done by the Dark Templar. I am free of the Kala's corruption. Are there others?
I have saved all that I could. Come, we must escape this world before time runs out.
Escape? How?
The Spear of Adun still rests beneath the ruins of Kor Shakal. Its generators are ancient, but a phase-smith of your ability will know how to bring them online.
The Spear of Adun. I am honored to have the opportunity. This is fortune we cannot ignore.
Indeed. Come, we must go at once.
Hierarch, we are en route to the Spear of Adun. As long as its generators still function, I should be able to bring them online. Once the spear is fully activated, we must flee from this fallen world.
The Spear of Adun lies dormant beneath the heart of the Conclave. I had hoped to raise it, to secure our victory against the Zerg. But now, it is our last hope for survival.
Artanis, why do you flee from your salvation?
Celendis. She has fallen under Amon's control. Carax, we have to bring the Spear of Adun online.
The first power cell is activating, but the remaining 4 have been disabled by creep.
I see. We have no choice but to clear them. What of our defenses?
Unfortunately, they are without power. However, the Spear of Adun support systems can aid us. They will allow us to deploy pylons anywhere on the battlefield. We should deploy one here as soon as possible. These photon cannons can defend our nexus point, Hierarch. They require only a pylon to function. You can warp in a pylon using the Spear of Adun. Press the Deploy Pylon button at the top of your command screen. Our cannons will now fire upon enemies within range. If they become damaged, the shield battery will restore their shielding.
These defenses will indeed be vital to our evacuation, but our first priority must be to clear the power cells of creep.
I am detecting unpowered warp gates nearby. Constructing a pylon next to them would restore their power, giving us an advantage. The Spear of Adun's deploy pylon ability would be ideal for this. Of course, our probes can always warp in pylons as well. Warp gate online. We can begin warping in warriors from it immediately, Hierarch. We can now transform our gateways into warp gates. This allows us to warp in warriors to any area with pylon power. encircling bioforms on approach to our nexus. We must rally our defenses.
I'm here. Intriguing. Veraku.
The second power cell is active. The spear's sensor array is reacting.
Do not deny your destiny, Artanis. Your people have finally found true unity.
Sensors online. Wait, what is this? Warp prisms approaching our nexus point.
Stalkers, eliminate those warp prisms.
It shall be as you
Karax, I've brought another warp gate online. Prepare it for immediate use.
I am here in the shadows.
Upgrade complete.
Very well. Veraku.
I would advise caution, Hierarch. You are approaching the Zerg's hive cluster. It will be heavily defended.
I serve.
Our pylon is under attack. We must construct additional pylons.
I am here in the shadows. Every hand turns against you. Even the ground beneath your feet carries the seeds of my victory.
Nidus worms. Warriors, strike them down. We are not defeated yet.
I am the voice of the eclipse.
Base is under attack.
Veraku. You require my skills.
Upgrade complete.
I serve for now. Intriguing. All shall be one. All conflict shall end. Shall be
We're almost finished, Hierarch. The Spear of Adun is nearly online. Only one cell remains.
Enough. The end to the cycle of infinite madness has come. Cease your struggle against the salvation I bring. All life is broken, flawed. It must be reforged.
Another pack of Zerglings is approaching our nexus from the south.
Struggle no more. Be released from your pain.
Base is under attack.
Well done, Hierarch. All of the abandoned warp gates are now under our control.
Base is under attack. I like what I. You must place that in the power field. I hear shadows.
Power transfer completed. The Spear of Adun is ready to depart.
Warp all Firstborn freed from Amon aboard, Facesmith. We must flee this world if we are to survive.
As you command. Of Adun, a marvel of Kalai engineering, and last of the three great Ark ships, each created to ensure the continuation of our culture in a dark time. Within its chambers rest contingents of zealots, Templar who bravely sacrificed, entering suspension so that they may serve as this vessel's army. Though it pains me greatly, I have begun severing their nerve cords. The ship's lower decks contain a star forge capable of constructing weapons of war. There is much to learn about this vessel. Its technology is ancient, yet highly advanced. We are aboard a relic from a glorious time, when our culture shined as a constellation. The celestial array has been updated, Hierarch. From here, you may select our next point of travel.
With this vessel, we will avenge what has transpired, Karax, and we will free the Templar. Once more. My grand vision of reclamation left in ruins. I have failed my people. This must not stand. The Nerazim of Shakuras ritually sever their connection to the Kala. Because of this, they are now the last free Protoss. I must reach them before Amon's armies.
Is overrun. Loss of life is extensive. Hold. We are receiving a transmission.
Praise the gods. Artanis, you live.
Matriarch Vorazun, what has happened here?
Shakuras has fallen. The warp gate linking this world to Ire has been reopened. Countless hybrid and Zerg pour from the other side. They've obliterated our cities, decimated our Shadow Guard. We are trying to evacuate the remaining population, but I am uncertain whether we can hold long enough to get them safely away.
We will give you the time you need, Matriarch. My Templar are inbound.
Hierarch, before our armies engage the enemy, it would be wise to review our military capabilities within the War Council.
A preserver? Released from stasis?
She still bears her nerve cords. She is tethered to the collar.
Hold. I am Rohana, Grand Preserver of the Valari, and your War Council advisor. You must be the Executor in command.
You are not possessed by the Dark One. How is this possible?
I feel darkness lingering at the edges of my every thought, but I am not corrupted. Preservers of my station have trained to control the Kala's every rebel. I assure you, I will stave off this evil and serve you better by doing so. As all preservers, I hold the memories and personalities of Protoss prior to my submission to stasis. This will allow me to contrast your tactical decisions with those of past executors. From this chamber, you will be able to make all military allocations.
I am Artanis, Hierarch of the Daylon. I lead all that is left of our civilization. Your memories are indeed of use, Rohana. But make no mistake. If you fall to this corruption, I will not hesitate to destroy you.
It is understood. I am prepared for the Firstborn's darkest hour. Come, let me show you what may be done here. The assembly panel awaits, Hierarch. We may begin whenever you are ready.
I have heard only tales of the Grand Preservers. I did not expect to encounter one aboard this vessel.
That is not surprising, Hierarch. My sisters and I are unique, trained from birth to master every intricacy of the Kala. I have experienced its true depth, plunged the infinite spectrum of emotion and memory. It is because of this gift we were selected to enter stasis, so that we may guide you in our most dire hour.
Your sisters were aboard the other Ark ships? Then they...
Are one with the Kala, fallen during the Zerg invasion of Ire. I know this. I feel the tragedy that has befallen us, more deeply than you may realize.
A terrible burden has been laid upon you, Rohana.
Yet it is my fate to bear it, a fate foreseen by the same minds that constructed this vessel. I trust in their wisdom, Hierarch. I will serve my purpose, much as you must serve yours. The assembly panel allows you... Now you may choose one of the two factions for use in upcoming battles. These assignments are not permanent and can be altered as our combat needs change.
My Dark Templar were tracking your invasion on Ire when we were cut off. Then the warp gate opened. What happened, Artanis?
Amon used the Kala to seize control of the Templar. I could feel his rage tearing through me, and I was powerless against it. Zeratul found me. It was there that he...
Yes?
He tried to free me. And he succeeded, at the cost of his own life. He fell by my hand.
It was Amon's deed, not yours.
Zeratul came to me with a warning, but I did not act. Because of this, he is now gone. and the stars burn dimmer for his loss. Amon's deed or not, I carry a burden, Matriarch. One that cannot be easily lifted. Karax, even without the Kala's light, I can sense your sadness, your pain. Does the spear of Adun bring you no joy?
That is just it, Hierarch. Without the Kala, it is as if I am blind. I cannot sense your feelings, know the true depth of your thoughts. I cannot call upon the surety of other phase-smiths. I am alone.
I feel the isolation as well, as though thrashing within the vacuum of space. But you are not alone, brother.
To think, the Dark Templar have endured this existence all this time. The days ahead will not be easy.
We may not have the Kala to rely on, Karax, but we still stand as one. We will endure. There is no other option.
The Zerg infestation is overtaking Talametros. Our evacuation is already in great peril. Your aid cannot come soon enough, Hierarch. Shakuras teams with Amon's Zerg broods. We hold only the southwest quadrant of Talametros, and even that is in peril. We must evacuate our people, but the launch bays have been defiled with infestation. Only ground forces can clear them. Once the bays are free, the planetary warp conduit will allow our ships to escape safely.
The launch bays will be cleared. Your people will survive, Matriarch. This I swear.
You will need the aid of my Dark Templar in this battle. They can strike from the shadows without fear of reprisal. Artanis, I'm detecting a rift opening near your position. Avoid Thrasher. By the gods, it's sieging the warp conduit!
Karax, are any of the Spear of Adun's weapon systems ready for use?
Orbital strike is online. Designating targets.
The Thrasher has been weakened. Warriors, move in and seal its fate!
Orbital strikes can now be fired from the Spear of Adun's command panel, Hierarch.
The Thrasher is slain, but it will be for naught if the launch bays remain infested.
The darkness rides. What would you ask of us? I I am the blade of the narrow.
These vaults hold the city's last energy reserves. Claiming them should aid you in the fight ahead.
I am but... Fear is an illusion. You seek our service. What would you ask of me?
Shore up our defenses. The Zerg are moving to attack our nexus point.
I am but a phantom. Receiving. Talk.
Be careful. The spore crawlers and overseers ahead can detect our Dark Templars' movements. Slay them first.
Receiving. Mitoga. Noctai. Commencing. Confirmed.
Matriarch Vorazun, the first launch bay has been cleared. Continue evacuating.
Mitoga.
Second Thrasher. The conduit is under assault.
The Thrasher has been eliminated. This would be an opportune moment to clear the launch bays.
Initiating. Noctai. Mitoga. Confirmed. Engaging foe. Receiving. Noctai. Confirmed. Mitoga.
Upgrade complete.
Engaging foe. Talk. Initiating. Confirmed. Mitoga. Initiating. Awaiting instructions. Engaging foe.
The Zerg have extensively fortified this area. An orbital strike would help us break through their defenses.
I am intrigued. Cartoon. Clever.
have secured a second launch bay.
Well done. Half of the bays are launching evacuation ships.
Fear is an illusion. Got to. I am returned.
Another Thrasher has appeared. You know what must be done.
Highlight for hire.
I am intrigued.
That should buy the conduit more time.
Am but a phantom. I am the blade of the Narazim.
We have purged the infestation. Only one launch bay remains disabled.
Got to. I am control. I am the blade of the Narazim.
Upgrade complete.
They shall fall. I will comply. I am but a phantom.
We are recovering the last Solarite reserve now. The solar core should be augmented by the time our forces return, Hierarch.
I am intrigued. I will comply. Engaging forward.
The launch bays have been reclaimed. Matriarch, you may complete the evacuation.
You have saved my people, Artanis, and they will never forget it. Despite this tragedy, I am pleased to see you once more, Hierarch. I had hoped that our next interaction would be your announcement of Ayer's reclamation.
As did I. Instead, the Templar have fallen.
Then the threat is greater than I realized.
We cannot let the same fate befall Shakuras.
It is too late for that. Amon Zerg poured through the warp gate as a tide of flesh and blade. They have already overrun Telemetros and are nearing the shrines of Lazul. This world is lost, With such an infestation, Shakuras must be destroyed.
Destroy Shakuras? I will not permit this.
Permit? Shakuras was my people's home long before we offered yours sanctuary upon it. I will not let this world be a den for Amon's forces. Worlds may fall to ash. What matters is that we endure.
To lose Shakuras and Ire.
We are a vagabond people, Artanis. Our true home has always been Ire. Let us reclaim it together.
It is fitting that the daughter of Raja Gal decides the fate of the world she helped forge. Let us make preparations at once.
The solar core requires your attention, Hierarch.